The British royal family has always been a source of intrigue for many people, just not in Britain, but everywhere around the world. If you've always wondered about the little details, such as what the Queen likes for breakfast, to the bigger things like what the royals actually do, keep on watching. The British royal family is so well known, it's easy to feel like we know all of the members personally. But it goes without saying that we don't actually know what happens at all those fancy parties and behind the doors of their state homes and grand palaces. Today, we'll be looking at some not-so-well-known facts and taking a peek at the luxurious lifestyle of the royals. The best person to start with is, of course, Queen Elizabeth II, the head of the royal family. At the age of 95, you would think the Queen would have a lot of free time on her hands. In reality, she has a packed schedule full of meetings and activities known as royal engagements. From hosting heads of state, parties, presenting awards, and going on diplomatic missions, the Queen does it all. Though if the Queen is ever unable to attend such meetings, parties, or missions, this is where her children and grandchildren step in. So if you ever wondered what the rest of the royal family get up to, this is a big part of it. If any of you imagine them to be sitting around on thrones all day with servants waiting on them hand and foot, you should reconsider. The Queen carried out over 341 engagements in 2014, which would come up to around one each day. The Queen's number of engagements alone were more than Kate, Prince Harry, and Prince William combined. However, in the last few years, the younger of the royals have stepped up to take on more responsibility as the Queen has started to lessen her load. Besides formal duties, the Queen is also interested in collecting art, owning the biggest collection of art in the world. The monarch owns around 1 million paintings, including watercolors, prints, and drawings. While most of the collection is owned by the Crown, Her Majesty owns many as well. The collection also includes portraits by legendary painters like Michelangelo, Rembrandt, and over 600 works by Leonardo da Vinci. She also has an interest in vehicles, having a collection of exclusive collectibles. One of them is a Bentley Stair limousine, which she received as a present in 2002. It has a twin turbocharged 6.75-liter V8 engine with an incredible speed of 130 miles per hour and 400 brake horsepower. Not only that, the glass and body of the car are not only bulletproof but also bomb-proof. And the interior doesn't disappoint either, with the seats being made of lamb's wool sateen. Her collection also boasts a 1984 Jaguar saloon, specifically the Jaguar Daimler Double 6 long wheelbase saloon. The car was especially designed for the Queen in 1984, used for her drives around the Windsor estates. It was custom designed to have exclusive features such as flashing lights, an outstanding communication system, as well as a bench at the back for Her Majesty's pet dogs. We would be remiss if we didn't mention the Queen's jewelry collection, one of the largest and possibly the most expensive in the world. This includes the Crown Jewel, most notably the Girls of Great Britain tiara, the royal crown. Some of her most notable pieces are the Colette diamond necklace of 22.48 carats, the Vladimir tiara worth nearly £1 million, gemstones that are over 200 years old, and the Cullinan jewels worth around £50 million. Going beyond the Queen's official responsibilities and interests, what about her life outside of that? The monarch wakes up around 7 and starts her day off with a few sweet treats. You might have guessed it. Yes, biscuits. To give her a little energy before breakfast. Following that, she has a cup of Earl Grey tea while listening to her favorite radio show, The Today Show on BBC Radio 4. She then goes on to take a bath prepared by her maid, which has to be the exact right temperature, checked by a wooden case thermometer. And the tub can have no more and no less than 7 inches of water. She then moves on to getting dressed, while one of her 3 stylists sets out her first outfit of the day. Her dressing room is adorned with floor-to-ceiling mirrors, and the Queen could change up to 5 times a day. For breakfast, with a generous spread of yogurt, cereal, and maple syrup, the Queen's favorite is marmalade on toast. You might have heard about the Queen's affection for her pets, but did you know those corgis actually get to have in on her favorite sweet toast? Speaking of corgis, most of you may not know that the Queen just got a new royal corgi named Charles. Not only that, but she paid a whopping £2,650 for it from a popular pet website called Pets for Homes. The dog is reported to be only 12 weeks old and was purchased by someone working for the royal household. We can't wait to hear about the newest addition to the royal family. Moving on from her meal, she then goes on to peruse the newspaper, her favorites being the Daily Telegraph and the Racing Post. The rest of her day doesn't disappoint either, being packed with a busy schedule. If she isn't physically attending important events and meetings, she's in her office attending to documents, state papers, and personal letters provided by her private secretaries in those well-known red leather cases. Royal business is extremely elaborate, as the Queen reads through and signs papers. The official documents are signed using black ink and personal letters with green. Speaking of personal letters, she gets around 300 every day from the general public alone, most of which she actually does read. After hearing that fact, many of you may just be tempted to write to her, and rightfully so. Sometimes, before taking her dogs for a walk, she'll attend to her English bishops and legal judges. After that, she takes a lunch break, and will occasionally have an alcoholic beverage beforehand. Among her favorites are a Dubonnet cocktail and gin. Around 5 p.m., it's time for high tea served with a spread of scones, sandwiches, and more sugary treats. Among which her favorite is Dundee cake, which gives her just the boost she needs to wrap up the last part of her day. That takes her back to her desk, where she spends her evening reading about the happenings of the Parliament that day. She also has to meet with the Prime Minister once every week. After all this, you might be wondering whether the Queen has any free time. Well, she does get to finally sit back and relax with her family later in the evening, after changing out of her official outfit of the day. What about the rest of the royal family? Well, the royal family has around 2,000 engagements a year between them. They attend to 70,000 guests at a number of tea parties, events, and ceremonies. They also reply to an astounding 100,000 letters a year, which is no easy task. If that wasn't enough, they've also done and continue to do a truly admirable amount of charity work. Up to 3,000 charitable organizations have at least one member of the royal family as a sponsor. They also travel around the world, representing not only the monarchy, but also their country. The royal family also goes on vacations to some of the most beautiful places in the world. One of their favorite vacation spots is the Isles of Scilly, where the Duke and the Duchess of Cambridge visited recently. It's one of their repeated vacation spots. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on the lavish and busy lifestyle of the royal family? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.